Are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you've got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On second down, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. They run with Pumphrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On play action, it's Wentz. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Pressure too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. Ryan looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Burgess out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Second down now after the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Now the ball comes loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got him in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll run with Smallwood. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run again with Pumphrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Shifts by him. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And it'll be a 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they try the right side here. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
21.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On first down, Ryan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Yates, and Thomas has it. And a great move, a breakaway for Michael Thomas. A big play there just before halftime. An even 70 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Yates. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. Yates. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
2nd and goal from the 5. And off comes to Smallwood. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now Ryan on first down. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Looking to throw on second down. Yates. And Davis has it over the middle. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To throw on second down. Yates caught right side. Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They give to Smallwood. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Again, it's Smallwood. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. From the gun, Yates. And that'll be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Get up! 59, ready! Check back! Check back! He's coming! Gun! Back 25!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. He finds his target. It's Crowder. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Ready. You got 8. You got 4. Wait. 5. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go, hey.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. The 40, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards. Told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go!
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So 20 yards to go here on first down.
Here we go!
Looking to throw. Yates got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's it's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And it's a fumble. And the Eagles have recovered. Back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Yates, he gets it to Brown, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Flex round. Got four down. Flex round. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
On first down, Yates over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go!
Looking to throw. Yates. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They run. Smallwood might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Going right back to Smallwood. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
On second down, Smallwood. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. The Eagles on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.